dozens of fishermen die every year doing this. We apparently find that entertaining, which it actually is. So they have cameras only on 5 or 6 of the ships, even though there are many, many, many ships that go out fishing every season, and they don't really come into proximity with each other because the ocean's huge, and they usually sabotage each other and give each other false information because they're all competitors. They're all looking to get the crabs and make sure that they find them and somebody else doesn't. And it's business, right? It's just business. It's okay. We all do the same thing in our own companies. And in this one episode, this big, huge storm was so violent that they had to bring all the pots, which are the big cages that they catch the crabs in. They had to bring all the pots back on the boat and wait out the storm. And just by dumb luck, one of the boats that had cameras on it was in proximity of a boat that didn't have cameras on it. And so they had secured all their pots on the deck, and so they started filming the other boat. And they filmed a guy climbing on the outside of the cage, securing the pots. And all of a sudden, a huge wave hits the side of the boat, and the guy's not there anymore. And the people on the boat with the cameras start screaming, "Man overboard, man overboard, man overboard." And they turn their boat towards where they think he might be. He's a stranger, they don't know him, they don't know the crew members of the other boat, and yet they react. And they turn towards him. And they find him in the drink. And for those of you who don't understand how dangerous this is, if the water is so cold that if you're in the water for, I think that it's a minute or a minute 30, hypothermia will set in and you die. And they come upon him, and he's screaming, "Don't let me die, don't let me die." And they pull him on board, not out of the woods yet. They strip off his clothes because it's wet and cold, and they wrap blankets around him to prevent hypothermia from setting in. And he survives. And it's overwhelming. And the captain comes down, and it's all on, you can go watch it on TV. The captain comes down, and he hugs this stranger, this young man, his competitor. He hugs this guy as if he's his own son. I lost it. Everybody is crying. And you realize what happened here was a human interaction. And the reason they risk their own lives to help this other person, even though they spend every other day trying to get ahead and sabotage, is because at the end of the day, they're all crab fishermen. And they know something about each other. And they know something about the risk that they all take to do this. And when push comes to shove, they will put themselves out there to help each other for no other reason than they get it. They're one and the same. I will promise you that every single member of that crew that day went home with a feeling of fulfillment. I promise you that every single person on that crew that day felt more good in their hearts and in their jobs than the richest days that they'd ever pulled in. My question is what are you doing to help the person next to you? Don't you want to wake up and go to work for the only reason that you can do something good for someone else? Wouldn't you want them to do that for you? Thank you.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when someone asks for help? What are you gonna do when someone texts you that they're having problems at home? What are you gonna do when they ask for a helping hand? We can only become better by helping each other. We only become better by learning from each other. We gotta do what we can to help the person next to us. Even if it's little or big, any change is a change and a progress for a future. When hundreds of people come together even to enjoy that little spark of life, can spark something in your mind and create change within yourself and within others. We can do anything when it comes together, even if it sounds cliche. It's essentially what it is, man. Our belief is what makes things happen. Our belief in ourselves is what push other people to believe in us. That's what I want to do with pediatric cancer. That's what we wanted to do with pediatric cancer. To have a mini-thon to help kids, because pediatric cancer is sad. I want to see every kid smile. I want to see my kids smile when I have kids in the future. I want to see every single kid not have to worry that, you know, they might die early. Because every 1 in 5 children die from pediatric cancer. And they lose their battle. 500,000 kids die every year. But that doesn't mean it's over. That doesn't mean it's over for the rest of the kids, not over for maybe our kids. We have to keep fighting, even the smallest things, collecting money, doing anything you can, or any cause that you're going towards. Don't make it about you. Make it about the cause, man. Unfortunately, we can't do it at John Champ High School. So I'm sorry for that, but I love y'all. You guys are so excited. I can't believe I'm gonna spend the rest of the 2 years with you guys. Such amazing human beings. I love you guys, true to my heart. You guys don't understand. And if you guys watch it here now, got him! He actually wants to make it a 4-school thing. Mercer, Arcola, Willard, and John Champ. So he's gonna tell me about the end of the week. Can't wait. I got y'all. But I just want to leave you with one thing.